Hey YouTube, got a real quick video today. Recapped an NBA Jam, technically TE soundboard, but a lot of these Bally Midway PCBs now are having capacitors leak on them. So this is kind of the PSA for this. I've been spouting this on KLOV and Pinside for a long time, but I had one come across the bench, so it's a good time to kind of demonstrate it. But I went through and capped all of these. I helped Peter at arcadepartsandrepair.com set this cap kit up years ago. And I went through, there's a bunch of axial caps to change. They're all kind of on the right half of this. And then there's some radial caps to change as well. There's quite a few under that heat sink as well. And that comes off, you can just pop that plastic tab. And then you have to take out the two screws that are holding the heat sink to the amp. Also, there's two radial caps there. They're directly in line with that right screw for the amplifier, so when you solder those back in, kind of lean them out of the way so that you can get access to that in the future without having to desolder those caps. But went through and changed them all out, and then went and tested them all too just to kind of demonstrate how bad these can get. Also, if you've seen my other videos, I got a new capacitance meter. The old one kind of crapped out on me. But I kind of have three piles here. These ones were okay. They were within plus or minus 20 for capacitance, and the ESR was okay. These two radials were completely open, they were doing nothing, and then all of these axials were bad. So kind of looking at them, you know, it's about half were okay and about half of them were bad. Now the real bad part is this large cap that was on the board. It's at this location. A lot of these are leaking, and you're not going to be able to tell this until you take this capacitor off. And a lot of people that I tell online about this, they look at the board and say, nope, didn't leak. But it's actually happening underneath the cap, and you can't see it until you take it off. And when you desolder this cap, if it is leaking, you're going to get a really rotten kind of fishy smell too. There's going to be some corrosion underneath that on the PCB that you need to clean up and sand and get rid of all that electrolyte that leaked on the board. So you can't tell that it's leaking from the top because it's literally going to be contained underneath. You can kind of tell on this if you look at the plastic in the middle, not the shiny outside. You can kind of see that there's like a liquid mark. But the real thing here is a lot of people are also saying, well, my board's working fine, I don't need to worry about it leaking. This capacitor was leaking. I gotta get my clip on there, hold on. This capacitor was leaking. It's a 2200 at 25. This is great capacitance and great ESR. So even though this cap is still technically good and it was working in this board, it's slowly destroying this board because it's leaking. So check yours out. Don't let this 75-cent cap ruin your soundboard on your NBA Jam, your Mortal Kombat, your Smash TV, or even your System 11 and early WPC pinballs. Hope this helps you out.